Well, it's no secret that I do feel the cold. Sometimes I have to have up to 3 showers in a day just to warm up during winter. But one thing that I have noticed that the winter cold does to me is that I get very dry skin. It gets itchy and scratchy. And I often wonder if it's because we're wearing so many layers that our skin is just unable to breathe. What do you say to that, Ryan?
You're definitely not alone, Jo. Winter is the worst time of the year for many patients. Many people in general find their skin dries out, gets dehydrated and really uncomfortable.
So what are some of the causes of dry skin and how does it show up?
The most common problem is that in winter, we tend to wear lots of layers, we crank up the heaters around our house, and we really dehydrate the air that we're surrounded in. And as a result of that, we lose a lot of water through our skin. It makes our skin really parched, and that very presence of dry skin really makes us very itchy as well.
So what's some of the best ways to avoid that itchy, dry feeling and stop the skin from drying out?
Well, you're probably going to hate me, Jo, but the first thing is keeping our showers short and tepid.
What?
I know.
No,
I'm really sorry.
I like it so hot that I come out bright red.
You and everybody else, but it's a really common cause of dry skin. The second thing is to really make sure we moisturise generously after our showers. And this is about choosing a moisturiser that you like. We have a lot of very good products here in Australia that are very hypoallergenic, fragrance-free, and making sure we really reapply them generously after a shower is probably the best thing you can do.
So does that mean we should moisturise more in winter? Because I'm very good at moisturising in summer, but what about winter?
Absolutely. Not only should we be moisturising more, but the actual quality or the nature of that moisturiser should change as well. So I tend to recommend more creams and balms, which are thicker, more nourishing over the winter months, and a lighter lotion or gel-based moisturiser for the summer months.
And so there are so many great moisturisers to fit any budget. What do you like to see in a moisturiser?
As a dermatologist, it's really important that the products are as simple as possible. So I recommend products that have a very short ingredients list. The ingredients that I tend to look for include ceramides, which are the naturally produced moisturising factors to keep our skin barrier intact. I like those that are fragrance-free because we know very heavily perfumed products can often trigger skin allergy and skin irritation. And I look for age-old ingredients like niacinamide or vitamin B3 and hyaluronic acid as well.
Jacqui Felgate also loves a good moisturiser, and she's with Ellie McLean, who's all about healthy winter skin from the inside out.
I've been lucky enough to be overseas for a few weeks this winter, but now that I'm back, you really notice those harsh cold conditions and how they affect your skin. But it's not just what we put on our skin, it's what we consume as well, isn't it, Ali?
Yep, you're so right, Jacqui. So many people underestimate how much of an impact their diet has on their skin, but it does. It impacts our skin directly and indirectly. And the main things to think about are how our diet impacts hydration and also oxidation.
How good are these types of foods for our skin?
Well, obviously we've chosen them for a reason. So top of the list is our oily fish here, so salmon, but also things like trout, sardines and mackerel would do the job. These are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are really important for supporting the skin layer in our skin as well as hydration. We've also got avocados, which would do a similar job, yes. Then we want our vitamin C rich foods, so strawberries, our citrus, we've got tomatoes over here. These are going to support the oxidation and reducing risk of oxidation in the skin.
And Ali, when the seasons change, how important is it to think about seasonal eating?
It's so important because as the seasons change, how easy is it to delve into your standard comfort winter foods?
Hot chips, pastas,
wine,
all the wine.
And look, ideally these things would be had in moderation because alcohol dehydrates the skin. Our hot chips are fried, they're ultra-processed, which can also dehydrate the skin and oxidate the skin. So ideally, we'd be looking at lots of hydrating foods. So in the winter months, that would be soups and stews and thinking about what we put in there as well. So lots of vitamin C-rich vegetables, antioxidant-rich vegetables, and even things like offal products can provide a lot of vitamin A and antioxidants to supporting the skin.
I think a lot of people are a bit scared when we use the term offal, right?
Yeah, look, we don't have to use offal, but that would be next level in terms of supporting our skin health over winter.
And when it comes to all these amazing foods here, there's even more to them because we can put some of them directly onto our skin as well.
You absolutely can. So things like cucumbers are incredibly hydrating, and perhaps we know about cucumbers because you commonly see them put over the eyes in facials. Things like avocados are really hydrating for the skin. Maybe not your cheapest skin hydrator, but you can absolutely mash that and put it on the skin. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yogurts. Yogurt's rich in probiotics, also very hydrating and can even exfoliate the skin if we put it on there. And aloe vera. So how many of you have got an aloe vera plant in the garden or in a pot inside? Aloe vera is also very protecting and hydrating for the skin.
Ali, how good. So food and a facial 2-in-1. Thank you.
Right. Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, coming up next on the House of Wellness, stay tuned, especially if you're the eldest daughter, because we'll explore how that can affect your behaviour. That's next on the House of Wellness.